Hello? Is that a bee? What are you doing in my room? How did you get in here?
A bee?
No, that's just a really big fly. That's scary. Hello, all you beautiful, powerful people out there. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. I'm here with my friend and co-host.
Hey everyone, it is Araya. Welcome back. I'm excited to be here.
And you sound so excited to be here. Dude, if you're excited to be somewhere, you don't have to say I'm excited to be here.
Well, but that's the thing,
It sounds
right?
more like you're trying to convince yourself than you're trying to convince the audience.
What do you mean? I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm excited to be here. Case 3, class trial. Let's figure out this shit.
Class trial. Ugh. So anyhow, this is the first time I've been doing a class trial for about a year. Honestly.
Yeah.
A little over.
Yeah.
By like a few days, I think.
Yep, definitely.
And so I remember how this works. Well, I mean, the set skills thing is something I probably don't remember, but we can look at the handbook. Whenever you look at the handbook, we get to look at the truth bullets, right? Yeah.
Let's look at all our truth bullets.
Because that's what you do. That's what you do every single time. I remember from first Danganronpa and what the first couple chapters of this game.
Definitely what we do.
It is. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hyoko Saionji. Bleh. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hyoko Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. Blood on the soles. There were blood stains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. Rope used for hanging. The rope used for hanging, according to Mikon, there's no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was hanging herself with this rope. Motel room key. The key to the motel room that Hyoko was standing in. It was buried deep inside her kimono, so it was pretty difficult to retrieve. Scrap of thick paper. A thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting. Bleh. Music venue curtain. A black curtain at the very back of this music venue stage. It is not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looks like it was brought from the supermarket and not something that was originally here. Stepladder. A stepladder was found on the music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, a slight bloodstain can be seen. Candle. A candle was found at the front of the music venue stage. It looks like the dim light seen in the surveillance camera video was actually light from this candle. Surveillance camera unit. A surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed to pieces and no longer works. AC temperature. The AC was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of that. Smudge on the floor. Evidence that a blood stain was wiped off the floor at the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it's believed the blood belonged to Hyoko. Semi-transparent glob. A strange glob that was stuck to where both music venue doors touched each other. Mikon's account. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikon was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. She rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki. She apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Surveillance monitor video. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital, it shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climb on a stepladder toward a noose. Fuyuhiko's account. After Fuyuhiko met Mikon in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater in Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikon were only separated for a short time. Sonia's account. Hyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue storage room. Movie's invitation ticket. The invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma. One ticket was passed out per person, and the date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. Monokuma's account. A Monomi tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only one person can buy it. Apparently you get another bag for free when you purchase it. The Wizard of Monomi. The movie that Monokuma directed, there were a total of 3 deaths in the movie. First, Monomi Scarecrow died by hanging herself. Next, Monomi Lion was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monomi Tin Man died by getting chopped into metal pieces. And that's it. That's all our information.
Does that add up to anything?
Yeah, that's all our information.
And, what could possibly have happened?
You know, I have my theories, but we're doing our best out here. I think I have a good grasp on what exactly happened. I mean, that's probably gonna get flipped upside down because that's what happened every trial. but I have like a kind of grasp on it, not entirely so.
Mhm.
Like I don't know the exact specifics or who did it, but like I think I understand the situation kind of.
Okay, that's always a good start to go to a class trial.
Exactly. And set skills. Do we have any skills?
I thought we had. No, wait, we didn't buy any skills, did we?
Nope.
Well,
That's fine by me.
maybe we should do that before next class trial.
Maybe, but that's fine.
Can you do it in the handbook? Like if you go there and then profiles or whatever, report card. Monomi.
Oh yeah, you can buy it. Wait.
You hit escape or something, yeah, then Monomi on the left.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
there you go.
What does Moonsault do? It increases jumping power. What the fuck? Effective during Logic Dive. Tentative Influence. Slightly increases the influence gauge. Effective during the class trial. Cannot be combined with Envious Influence. Extraordinary Focus. Slightly increases the focus gauge. Slightly Lost in Thought. Slightly increases the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial. Charisma. Increases influence gauge recovery when correct answers are chosen. Effective when making choices or selecting a truth bullet. Cool and Composed. Slightly steadies your aim. Effective during the non-stop debate. Cannot be combined with Tranquility. Reduces your aiming speed. Effective during the non-stop debate and the improved Hangman's Gambit. Cannot be combined with Upshift. Upshift increases your aiming speed. Effective during the non-stop debate and the improved Hangman's Gambit. Can't be combined with Downshift. Trigger Happy. Decreases delay between firing truth bullets. Effective during the non-stop debate and the rebuttal showdown. Algorithm. Increases the speed of memorizing a statement. Effective during the non-stop debate. Neural Liberation. Focus gauge decreases at a slower rate. During concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate, the Hangman's Gambit, and the Panic Talk action. I'm getting really bored. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. You don't have to read all those.
Which one do you think I should get?
Probably Attentive Influence, I think.
Okay.
Which one's that? Increase influence gauge, yeah.
Cool.
And Cool and Composed is always a good one.
Okay.
That one steadies your aim, so the thing doesn't fly all over the place.
That's always helpful.
Those are honestly the only two I'd really recommend.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, finish preparations.
Proceed to the class trial. All right.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
My favorite thing about the class trials is the fact that we don't have to read that much. Like, it's very helpful listening to the voice actors for a while. Like, you don't have to worry so
Yeah.
much about, like, making your voices, like, really well, especially during
the
all these
class
sections.
Trial, you will
Yeah,
present
this is
your
what he always
arguments
says.
for who the killer is and vote for
Yep.
who done it.
For who?
If you vote correctly, then only the
Correctly,
blackened
then
will
only
receive
the
punishment.
blackened.
I still feel like saying blackened is, like, almost racist, but not.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Yeah, because nobody gave Nagito any information, as they rightfully shouldn't.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Oh yeah, and that too.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
I'm glad all of us are on the same page.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Good
You're
point.
fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
What the fuck do you mean, what's
Not
wrong
even
with
fighting it,
that?
just what's wrong?
Listen
That's true. What is wrong with
the
that?
emptier
Come
your
on.
head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to
Hell
say
yeah,
that's not
Connie.
how that works. Because I don't think my head's empty, but I also have a lot of dreams in there, you know? You can have both. Hajime's just like, eh.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those
Anyway.
who can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, Why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then,
Yeah, Hajime.
All right, we got
start with
this.
when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
That's helpful.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
True.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
I do like the way that Fuyuhiko's eye patch looked. Like, I don't think I said that whenever I first saw him in it, but I like the design on the front.
We immediately
Yeah,
headed
yeah,
over
it's
to
really
the
cool.
hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby.
And you know what she did? She crushed me every fucking morning. It was awful.
And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time.
Why is he sweating so much
When I
already?
pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
Yep.
a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
No, that's still Ibuki, I think. Like, I remember, I think last
It's
time...
less obvious, but it very well could be.
It's
know what I
way
mean?
less obvious. I'm just like, I'm looking at the fingernail, and like the fingernails are still painted, so...
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm right about that. I remember last time I was kind of like really freaking out, thinking they could have hung someone else and then hung Ibuki up there to like confuse people, but
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime? I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
yeah, we found
By the
Ibuki
time I
hanging.
arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel. Why the motel? Because it was close to the music venue. And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least,
True.
that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But
Yep.
I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After
Yep.
I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital.
I still can't get over the way Byakuya looks in this game. It's just like, ugh. Sorry, I saw his picture sitting next to Mikan.
Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I
Byakuya's
in various ways
dead,
to
unfortunately.
see if he could
True.
help me out.
I'm not saying that he has anything to do with anything anymore. Various ways,
Don't say
Jesus
it like
Christ,
that and
Kazuichi.
confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door.
Yep. And there was
And when
Hyoko.
that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
Look at Monokuma in the background, like, yeah! That's exactly how
Yeah!
it happened. And poor fucking Monomi's just hanging, like, please.
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, at least that also lets us, like, remember how
Well,
everything
it's clear
happened.
what the problem with this case is.
Yep.
When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
The fuck? Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
How?
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's
Aw,
body,
shit.
you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient
Oh, is
truth
Nagito
to you.
accusing Hajime?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Do you doubt me? If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come
Oh,
on,
God.
try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Okay, why is Hajime not the killer?
Just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it! I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that.
Oh
shit.
god, that's a lot of that's a
Oh,
lot of options
fuck!
for the first one back.
Surveillance monitor video, movies invitation, scrap of thick paper. Oh shit, I forgot.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
All right.
Ah.
So you remember how the blue versus the orange works, right?
That would
No.
also be a lie.
Okay. Okay. Quick explain. So the purple's white noise. You're already dealing with that.
Yeah.
If somebody has blue text or orange text like this, the orange text is something you can contradict, you can disagree with, and the blue text is something you can agree with, right?
Yeah.
So most blue text you see will be something you disagree with, and most orange text you see are something you agree with. But you have to pick the one that you disagree with, like if it's orange, the one
That's fair.
like the one that you think is wrong, and try to contradict it with one of your bullets. Or if it's blue, try to agree with it,
Yeah.
and use a bullet to support it. So
I'm gonna
what I like to do is read the evidence, look through the different sweet spots, is what they're called, and try to figure out which one I disagree with,
Yeah.
agree with. You know.
I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. I need to find that and break through.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then
No, we don't agree with that one.
No, we don't agree with that one.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would
That's
Hajime lie?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Wait.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably
That's also
is
true.
Hajime's
Yeah, that
fault.
is also true. So it's the first one we need to contradict.
The first orange one, not the blue one, because the blue one we agree with.
Yeah.
Or sorry, we disagree with, but it's blue, so we'd have to agree with it.
Yeah, so the first orange one. But what do we have that
Yeah, that seems to be the
contradicts
wrong one.
Yeah.
Meaning
Hajime's
there must be
testimony is
another
clearly suspicious.
another
Hajime's
witness,
testimony
but who was
is
that
a lie,
witness?
And the fact that Ibuki hung her
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
that? Scrap of thick paper, surveillance
Well,
camera
obviously,
unit,
because he's
no,
the killer.
surveillance monitor video,
Did Hajime
movies
kill
invitation
both of them?
ticket. Wait,
The
no,
fact that the bodies
motel
were
room
imitating
key.
the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
What
This
is,
one seems a little obtuse. If I don't remember what the right answer is, but I have a guess.
mine's this
Hajime's
one,
testimony is clearly
which
suspicious.
is probably wrong.
Hajime's testimony is a lie. Then the fact
Unless,
that Ibuki
like,
hung herself,
Motel
That would
room
also be a
key.
lie.
That has nothing to do with anything. Scrap of thick paper has nothing to do with anything. Surveillance camera unit, maybe.
Why would
Well-
Hajime lie?
If Hajime isn't the only witness, who else was a witness?
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Like the killer
The fact that the
themselves,
bodies
right?
were imitating the movie
Okay.
Well,
means
there
it
was
probably is
somebody else who was a
Hajime's
witness,
Oh, but they're
or that's
dead.
the leading theory.
But they're dead.
Yeah, right. We think Kyoko was a witness, and
Hajime's
that led to her
testimony is
death.
clearly suspicious.
if Hajime's testimony is a
So would that be
lie,
the no, not the motel
then the
room
fact
key,
that
would it?
Ibuki hung herself,
I would bet it's a motel room key because
That
that's
would
what
also be a lie.
she had on her.
That's fair.
I don't think I can deny that. After all, Hajime's the only
I mean, I could be wrong. That's
Yeah.
Nope. I guess I'm wrong. Okay, I don't know. My bad.
Yeah. What? That I didn't make a mistake. You're the only one who watched that damn video. You could be lying as much as you want. Looks like I made a mistake. I should think about this one more time. So yeah, we are the
Hajime's
only
testimony is clearly
witness.
suspicious.
if Hajime's testimony is a lie,
Yeah, but we
then
need
the fact
to
that Ibuki hung
refute
herself,
that.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that
Scrap the thick
possibility.
paper, surveillance camera unit.
After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime
the
I'm gonna
fact that
use
the
this on the
means it
first
probably
one.
is Hajime's fault.
Oh,
Hajime's
Maybe-
testimony is
Because why would they smash it unless?
is a lie?
Maybe it's the ticket in the last one to say that we didn't watch the movie?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, wait. Shit. Wait. I guess we don't have that.
Yeah, we...
Damn it!
Looks like I made a mistake. I should think about this one. So yeah, maybe the movie
Hajime's
theater
testimony
ticket.
is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony
Because the ticket proves when we saw the movie,
Yeah.
you
Would
know?
also,
I don't think I can deny that After all, Hajime is the only.
Why would Hajime...
well, obviously, because
Did Hajime kill both of
the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
There.
No,
Cool.
that's wrong.
Cool, okay. That was a little rough.
No, that's fine.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie. Of course you're not. I already knew that. Huh?
Oh, Nagito.
Motherfucker.
Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Motherfucker.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
True.
Okay.
There's
We've
no
never
way
made mistakes
Hajime,
before.
who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Mm-hmm.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Yeah, but he wants to get rid of all doubt so that he can make more hope.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Yep.
Since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
You're such a prick.
Also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
He's just happy to be here, you know?
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this
Let's,
means
shall we?
definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
No.
He
No.
committed suicide. Then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
True.
Then let's
That is
ask,
definitely a good first step.
how long would you say you were away from the music venue?
About 10 minutes.
Shouldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
See, I'm so smart.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside
Yeah.
to try and keep us from entering right away.
With that weird, like, sludge and that broken drumstick.
However,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
Yeah.
If that's the case.
So who
the
broke
only
down the
suspicious
door?
people
Who
are
was
those
in that
who
group?
don't have an alibi for
It
that
was it was Hajime, Fuyuhiko, Mikan, and Chiaki were the people who broke down the door.
time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Yeah, we talked about this, and then Kazuichi's gonna be like, "Don't blame Miss Sonia."
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
True.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Oh fuck.
Me too!
Oh, Monokuma?
Why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway,
I don't even
the
understand what the
killer
joke
was hiding
is.
inside the venue.
I think Monokuma was just trying to
Obviously
react for
doubt that
Nekomaru,
people
even though
don't
Nekomaru
have
wasn't around.
alibis.
I see.
Because that's the way that Nekomaru would have reacted.
Wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fihiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Another one.
I have a totem piece, strap the
Semi-transparent
paper,
glob, I think, is what's probably gonna
glob,
come
step
up.
ladder.
I don't think the step ladder's
The
gonna have
killer
anything
was
to do with
still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
it. Now we
they
agree with
tried to
that.
keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did
Okay.
they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was
I was
hiding inside
I was debating throwing the
Waited till we
transparent
gathered
glob
together.
there, where she said broken drumstick.
and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Because like it wasn't just the broken drumstick; it was also the glob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could try it. I honestly don't know. I'm pretty
The killer
stumped.
was still inside
Yeah.
the door, locking the door. They tried to keep us.
It seems they were
How did they lock the door?
Stop
That door
for
should not have
time.
had a
The lock was on the floor in front.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Nope. Worth a shot.
Crap.
Maybe stall for time is something. Maybe there's something that shows that they didn't stall
The
for
killer
time.
was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
Scrap of thick paper.
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Yeah, but
How did they lock the door?
I think they were trying to stall for time, right?
That door should not have had a lock.
Well, I think we're
The
arguing
lock was
against
on
the killer
floor
being
in front of the
inside.
door.
Are
Right?
you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt.
I
to
mean, I
lock the door.
guess.
By doing that, the killer
But-
who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
I'm so confused right now.
So
Me
they
too.
looked like they had just
Genuinely.
rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
My guess is semi-transparent blob stall for time.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Yeah, but why would that
Locking
be
the door from the inside,
not stalling for time? That means that
they
they were,
tried to
right?
keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying
Well,
to
maybe it
stall
shows
for
that.
time.
Nope.
No. Okay, I have no idea. Beats me.
No idea.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
No, they could have
Seems
put
they
it
were
there.
trying to
No,
stall.
no. I get it. Semi-transparent
Okay.
transparent glob for
That door should not have.
The lock
first
was
thing,
on the
right?
floor.
Are you talking
Maybe?
about the broken?
You can use
Too
that
big
as
brain
by
for
doing
us.
that. Waited
For
till
me,
we
at
got-
least.
And suddenly,
So they looked like they
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
the killer was still inside. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep
Fuck
us
me.
from getting in.
It seems they were trying.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have.
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken?
You can use
I'm
that
so
as
good
by
at this,
doing
man.
that. The ki- waited till we got, and suddenly,
so they looked like they
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
because
the
that
killer was
means
still
that they
inside
could
the
have.
music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
Ah! Fuck!
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were
Oh
trying.
no.
How did they lock the door?
Oh,
That
we're
door
so
should
good
not
at this
have-
The lock
game.
was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken?
You can use that as a by doing that. The
I'm
ki-
gonna
waited
cry.
till we got- and suddenly,
so they looked like they
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
the killer was
Alright.
still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us
Fuck!
from getting in.
It seems they were trying.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have.
Dude, I just want to
Oh,
click
God.
You
it
can use that as a by
because
doing
I know I'm
But you're
right.
good at shooter games.
Suddenly,
That's not how shooter games work.
Serial crime dramas.
the killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
Fuck!
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying.
How did they lock the door? That door
You
should
okay,
not
my
have-
The lock
friend?
was on the
No.
floor.
Talking about the broken?
You can use that as a by doing that. The
Not
killer
even a
waited till
little
we got-
bit.
And suddenly,
so they looked like
This isn't. Oh, damn it.
Oh no.
It's no use. I can't go any longer. I don't have any other options. Everyone doubts me.
Yes, everyone thinks it's Hajime now.
No. Peter's class trials come to an end. And everyone votes Hajime. We've already seen this before. Yes.
We will never give up.
Okay, cool. That was awful. Let's do this again.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from
It seems they were
How did they lock the door? That door
We're gonna
should
try this
Oh
one more
boy,
time.
so close.
We're gonna try this one more
Use
time.
that as by doing that. They waited
Come
till we
on,
got-
man.
And suddenly,
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
the killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from
Yes!
No, that's wrong.
Well, that took a while.
Wait a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
from the outside. How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob, like rubber, maybe?
Yeah, but what about the broken drumstick? Does that just not have anything to do with keeping the door locked? Wasn't rubber at all. The transparent
Good question.
glob was probably... It wasn't gum because it tasted bad. It was glue.
I see. That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
See, now which is going to be great for the rest.
Yeah, there we go. Now the rest is gonna be
I
great.
think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on
That makes sense. Workshop
I'm
chemicals.
certain it was
That
glue.
makes sense. That's why you eat it.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue
It is
was
not
only
edible. Do
applied
not
to
eat
the
glue.
areas where
For
closed
pre-Kers,
doors
it's
touch.
pretty edible.
By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed
I'm not
the
saying it's
door
good
from
that
the
they eat it,
outside.
but they end up doing it a lot.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep.
I'd like to make like a PSA: do not end up eating glue, children.
Yeah, don't-
And if you're a
don't
child,
glue.
please don't
Glue is
watch our
bad for
fucking
you.
videos. Please.
If you're under the age of, I don't know, 13, don't
Yeah.
watch our videos.
If you're like, I don't know. I'd say under 12. I don't know. Actually, probably under 13 because we talk about a lot of shit. This is bad. I just know that whenever I was 12, I was watching stuff like this.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Yep.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
True.
So the drumstick wasn't actually blocking the door. It was just
That it
planted
makes more
there
sense to
Yeah.
think the killer placed
That
it
makes
as a
sense.
to make us
diversion.
think.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
Something like that.
I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Jesus Christ.
Both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Fuck you.
So,
Oh, come
during
on,
the
Monomi.
10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
I mean, yeah, but also
This is
setting
true.
it up. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess taping her up there would only take about 10 minutes.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Shit.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but Just what is this scrap anyway?
It's a good question. Why is there scrap piece of paper there?
The scrap is like a piece of wallpaper from the storage room, remember? That scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is.
Alright.
Oh no, not Hangman's Gambit!
Hangman's Gambit.
Is it wallpaper? Yeah, it's wallpaper.
Well, here we are for a while.
Yep, I hate this game.
Remember, yeah, prevent them from crashing into each other.
Actually.
Nice.
I need another L. No. Oh, shit.
Alright. We're getting...
Ow.
Oh, you lost an A.
I know.
V3 Hangman's Gambit's so much better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ow. Fuck me. I need another P. Fuck me. Ah!
You didn't get... No!
I realized that. This is not a good situation for your boy. Listen, man, I just need another P. Now,
There we go.
Now I just need another E, like that. Oh shit, I did not mean to pick that up. Fuck! I'm so good at video games.
There's the R.
I'm just failing.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper,
It matches.
it fits perfectly.
How the fuck do they have time to go all the way back there to check that?
That's a good
I see.
question.
So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like
Holy
me
shit, is that a dead
isn't
body?
enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to
Oh,
identify
shut the
that
fuck up,
scrap of
Nagito.
paper, you can figure this out easily.
Fuck you. Scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh shit. Logic dive.
Logic Dive. I like Logic Dive.
Oh, this is the fun one.
Yeah, it's like Run 2. It's actually more like Run 1, but...
Yeah, it's more like Run 1, but you know. Ah! I'm so good at video. Dude, his jump is just like not big enough.
Well, you gotta go forward.
Oh shit, I forgot that you could go forward. That makes so much more sense.
There you go, man.
Listen, man, I have not played video games in so long. And by video game, ow! I mean Danganronpa 2.
Alright, Logic Dive. What's our question?
Question 1.
What did Hyoko's body... Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was hidden or was brought there? Yay!
Yay! I'm so good. I'm so cool and awesome. This is why the women love Jay Wilson. Whee!
I love this game and I love the V3's version of it. It's not this game, but it's a little different.
Wait, by the time that this video comes out, I'll be 18. What did the
Yeah,
bitch
it's
killer
true.
use to hide her body? A curtain or the wallpaper? Curtain. It's probably gonna be wallpaper. Yep.
Wow.
Listen, man. I think.
Didn't we just talk about the wallpaper?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think.
Isn't that like the thing we're currently talking
Well,
about?
of course it is, but at the same time, my brain went.
Alright.
Third question.
Final question.
So anyway, ladies, hit me up. I'm 18 now.
They covered the pillar, they formed a wall. How did the killer hide her body?
I think it's to cover the pillar. Yep. I'm so cool and awesome, Mariah.
Nice. That you are, my friend.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
That's fair.
So when I first discovered Ibuki's body...
That makes
body was
sense,
already
actually.
Right?
Oh,
Because
shit.
it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar. I didn't realize that at the time. Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then
It does.
the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it
So
look
that's why
like
there's so
the
many
pillar.
less stickers left.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
Yep, indeed.
But
Shit.
the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
True.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big.
Then
It's not that big a
when
deal.
was
Sorry, I didn't
Hyoko
mean to skip
actually
that.
killed?
It happens.
Good point. And on that note,
Whack.
it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
True.
You mentioned
Shall we
imitation murder more than once. But
Does Monomi not know about the movie?
Has Monomi not seen the
Are
movie?
you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D?
Jesus Christ.
don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty
Ouch.
noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not
Whack.
just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both
This is true.
crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the
True.
killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in the movie mixed up the killing order to let their accomplice escape to hide the weapon because they like movies. They like movies, man. Mix up killing order. Actually, yeah, mixing up killing order makes sense. Because the hanging happened
The killer
first
imitated two of the
in
murders
the
from
movie,
he'd
so
mix up
we'd
the
think
killing order.
instantly.
Then Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Poggers.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
The bitch just isn't even crying.
I'll let you sob as much
Not
as
even
you want
crying.
later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
The fuck?
What a jerk!
Shut up, stupid simp.
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
That's why there's blood on her shoes.
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Whack.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
So Ibuki got up, wandered off, wound up in there where Hiyoko got killed. And Hiyoko, well, I mean, and then whatever killer ended up murdering Ibuki. Well, making Ibuki hang herself over it. That's my current theory.
Man, he's being annoying again.
Man.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Does that imply that he does have psychic abilities?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Does that imply that Gundam has psychic abilities?
It's maybe unclear.
Unclear.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You know, we used to know a character who was psychic.
You keep bringing that up.
Well, to be fair, I still have PTSD.
You're one to talk.
That was whenever I realized how fucked up this game was.
Yeah, and indeed, and it's only gotten more fucked up.
I just remember, like, my entire, like, view of this entire game just got flipped on its fucking head from there.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, I saw that and I was like, holy shit, this was as fucked up as everyone was telling me it was gonna be. Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. This is probably gonna be a thing. Blood on the souls is probably what's gonna happen.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
There!
I agree with
Yeah!
Consent! Hell yeah.
Consent is pop!
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something.
Fucking consent. Why is it called
Consent is
consent?
indeed.
That something was blood.
Because you are consenting with this
Bloodstains on the
person.
soles of her slippers.
Consenting what?
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Each other's points.
You have valid points, Magic Man.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the
Oh
evil
shit!
eye.
Oh, it's one of these!
A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so
Oh god.
frightened,
Okay, Gundam,
you
sure.
can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
No.
The time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
How does this work again?
Okay. So.
Oh, it's this! I remember.
Yeah, it's the blade
thing with
one.
the sword.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, I'll just let him talk and then I'll figure out which one to use.
So you want to slice through that.
Belong to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible.
You want to slice through all of this.
Yeah.
Slice.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
No, not that button. The other button.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Slice through all the text. And then any of the specific orange ones. Like there's actually only one orange.
I feel like
one,
I've
so
already
just
seen an opening
find the right
counter.
people.
Is this a
You're
trap?
saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belong to Hiyoko?
Cut it.
Oh,
Cut it.
shit.
Cut it.
Try to remember the crime scene.
You can scroll with your wheel while you cut it.
Oh. That makes
Can't
sense.
step on blood that was never there.
No, I can't.
No, you can't. Okay.
See a nice nightmare.
Ice exaggerated protest. Is this a
You're saying
trap?
the blood on Ibuki's ha! Impossible.
Are you just using the scroll wheel to switch bullets, or?
There was no
Yeah.
blood on the floor. You can't
Oh!
step on blood that was never there.
There's no blood on the
Just
floor.
about 1 minute.
Smudge on the floor. Okay, that makes sense.
See a nice nightmare.
Okay.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's ha! Impossible. Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Nice.
Bam!
That's not it.
See, I'm not perfect, but we're working on it, you know? I am a gamer, but not in Danganronpa constantly, you know?
Don't say such
Yeah, we're
foolish
working on it.
things.
We're only in
You
game
don't have
2.
proof of that at all.
If in the third game I suck even harder, I'm gonna cry.
Yes, I do. You look closely. There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Yep.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Yeah.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
You know, it would be very terrifying if one of these games, like one of the trials, literally there was nothing wrong with it. Like the whole fucking thing was like perfect.
Right? And everyone's like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
What do we do?
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far. Aside from me, I was aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe.
Yeah, but now any future killers know that.
Would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
Yeah.
That's right. I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Yeah, shut up, Mr. Hamster Man.
Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back
Okay.
off?
Agreed. I mean, you're still a simp, but like, agreed.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
I haven't heard him say Miss Sonia in a long time.
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey,
Shit.
if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh?
The
Suicide?
same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is.
So you could
Yep,
vote.
as we saw in game 1.
Yeah.
Think about it. A suicide
With,
means you kill
fucking
the
Sakura.
most important existence of all.
Yep.
Yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monomi.
Oh no.
Naruto, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
I love the bullying of Monokuma to Monomi. I'm sorry, like, it's just so fucking funny to me.
I love the Monomi made a great addition to this game. That's for sure.
It's amazing him just being like, well, if I guess if I needed to punish anybody, Monomi. Like, that's like, classic sibling shit. I know, I would do the exact same shit if I had my little sister in this situation.
You would kill your little sister if there's no one else to kill, really? What?
I mean, I'd say that I would.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
To be fair, she'd do the exact same shit to me.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
The issue with my little sister, though, is that she'd probably go through with it. She wouldn't just say it, she'd just literally just fucking murder me in front of everybody.
That's totally impossible. Then would have killed her to begin with.
That concerns me.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Yep.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
No.
If she waited
No.
until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
No.
She hanged herself.
Wait.
Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad.
What the fuck?
Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Nagito's really trying to make this a game, like maxing out the game part of this thing.
I would also like
Byakuya on
to
steroids.
wonder, in my current state, why was there a bag on her head?
That is a good question.
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
Yeah.
And does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that
Nagito, trial 1 was weird. Are you sure you don't know anything about hypnosis?
did something.
Child woman was kind of
We
weird.
should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Sonia. Sonia.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
So Sonia scares me
Just
sometimes.
to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
True.
The video Hajime saw was actually right?
Wait, but that also means what the fuck was Kazuichi talking about earlier with another feature? You know? Like he was talking
Yeah.
like that.
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital.
Wasn't that a different
right
camera, like a
before
new camera that he was
Monokuma's
working on?
morning
I don't know.
I don't remember.
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Yep.
We just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Okay.
Sonia.
Okay, princess. Mikon's account surveillance. I guess we'll just figure out what we need
We
to
can
get.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I
Wait
think
a minute.
everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy
Do we
the
use
Weakest
this to
Alibi has
agree with
failed.
what Fuyuhiko said? Or do we just...
Perhaps.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Was Fuyuhiko's text blue or orange?
People
Blue.
like me and Akane, right?
Okay.
And what
I'll try
about
it.
the others?
Right before the morning, I was totally sleeping in.
I think everyone.
So everyone who stayed at...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Nope. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, that's not...
Crap!
Oh, we need better cover fire. Jesus
We
Christ.
can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement.
You might want to reread some of these
I was
accounts.
totally.
Oh yeah, I
Recall
can't...
what they were.
I didn't realize I was allowed to, because I remember in the first game that was an issue that I couldn't check it.
Mostly the accounts are the ones you should probably brush up on.
Mhm.
The things people said.
That's Mikan's account, that right up until the
Yeah,
Monokuma
we was
announcement. we were
Hajime.
there.
Then went to the hospital for Ibuki. And met up with
Sonya's account,
Fuyuhiko.
Kyoko was distraught because of her kimono.
So which of these might show that somebody has an alibi, or...
Sonya, but that's still word of mouth what Sonya said. Unless that is enough. I don't know, man. This gets really confusing what it does work and what doesn't, you know?
Okay, who do you think is the least likely to have done it, considering what they've said?
Sonya? Well, no, Mikan.
Yeah? Okay.
Because we were
Yeah,
there
because
with
Mikan's account is a pretty concise alibi. She's with you and was met up with
Everyone at the
Fuyuhiko,
motel
right?
was
So
doing
Yeah.
that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Cool.
Mikan has an alibi.
Yep.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were.
I don't like that
together.
Sonya's freaking out so much about all this.
Yeah, it's a little suspicious.
We even woke up together that morning.
What kind of situation is that?
Quit it, you simp.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Why are you saying that so weirdly? What kind of stupid fan service bullshit is this?
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's
Interesting.
inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels
Okay.
like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you
I'm not
saying
sure.
there was another reason?
Trying to figure it
I
out in my
feel
head.
really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
And what would that be? The killer had a different reason? I'm really suspicious of Sonya at this current moment.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just because of how she's acting, or?
Because the way she's acting, and because she told us about Hiyoko after all that, and it makes it seem like she said that so that we'd think that Hiyoko went there and got murdered.
I see.
Are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose and what kind of trap is it? I'm so confused right now. Suspended.
And that's the intermission of the trial.
Oh yeah, there is an intermission.
Why, hello there, Monomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Oh my god.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls.
Fuck off.
And here's some chance time. Oh, what's that? Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor.
Oh my god.
Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss.
So she's gonna show you who's boss?
That's 99% your fault. While you're whining, your time's already running out. So please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way.
Oh my god.
Then...
There's only one intermission per trial, right?
Yep, this is
cool.
It's around the halfway point, but sometimes they can be like more like the third way point, or you know,
interesting,
or the 2/3 way point. I can't really tell here. I think we might be a little before the halfway, but not by a lot.
Yeah.
I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk.
She already fucked up by saying Usami.
Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment.
Yeah, that. Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Poor Monomi.
Monomi's just being bullied. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. Reopened.
And wait, I think before we continue any farther.
Oh, do you want to cut a video?
Well, they gave us a nice point. And like we usually don't do this for trials, but they gave us a nice point.
It's a very
good time for the episode. So I say we go ahead and end this episode off here.
Okay. I guess we'll figure out what Monomi has to say in the next one. God, I hate being a YouTuber sometimes. This is a cringe.
Class trial so far seems pretty interesting.
This is what when I'm rich and famous, I'm not doing videos.
Sus of Sonia?
What about
your sus of Sonia?
Very sus of Sonia at the current moment. Like bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da.
Is there anybody you think is absolutely cleared of this?
Mikan.
Yeah.
And Hajime.
Okay.
Those are the only two I'm fully cleared on.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out who done it either next time or the one after that, right?
That is true. I guess we'll talk
Probably
to you guys in the next one. Just check out our socials in the fucking description. We really appreciate it. I've been tweeting a lot, and I like getting likes on Twitter because they make me feel better about myself.
Go give Jay likes on Twitter. He deserves it.
I want to feel good about myself. Damn it. And I think that's about it. Just check out all the socials and join the Discord. I think that's all we have to say. See you guys in the next one. I hope you have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.
Love ya. I'll see you then.